Patchwork Heart Ministry and Fiat Ministry Network invite you to discover your mission, a brand new in-depth monthly video series featuring engaging Catholic speakers who will challenge you to live your life abundantly. For only $25 a month, you will receive a personal monthly mission, including 3 full-length inspirational talks that build upon a new theme each month. Sign up for the Discover Your Mission tier at patreon.com/Patchwork Heart Ministry today.
Welcome everybody to A Heart That Says Yes on the Fiat Ministries network, we're on Patchwork Heart Ministry on their YouTube channel and also on Podbean. We will bring on Bill shortly, but I just want to let everybody know we will have a show on the Fiat Ministry Network tomorrow night with Al Smith, Hungry for More. He'll be recapping the Immortal combat conference that he was part of. He had 3 talks, so he'll be discussing that. But I just really want to welcome Bill to the show again. Bill, how are you doing?
Good tonight, Ken. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Let us know what's going on. I know we want to promote Patreon, and let's discuss what's going on in the next in July and in the upcoming months, whatever you have to, because you're the one that's doing a lot of the work. I wish I could do more, but share what's going on. I want people to subscribe, but go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, so, we got a lot of really good things happening, as always, Kent. This week, for certain, I encourage everybody to tune in tomorrow night to a really good episode of Sowing Hope, which will be at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That is, we're going to have Steve Picorni on Sowing Hope tomorrow and talking about the dangers and evils of pornography with both myself and Ann DeSantis on Sowing Hope tomorrow night. And so Steve's going to be on, and he's a great guy, a great evangelist, and just a lovely, beautiful witness. His story is such an incredible witness. So I'm real excited to have Steve on tomorrow night on Sowing Hope. In addition to that, we got to look forward to, I guess, Friday evening as well, because Ann will have Tony McFadden and Marlene Downing on Journeys in Faith as well. So I want everybody to kind of tune in and listen to those great shows this week on tomorrow and Friday, in addition to, of course, your great shows that you have on Fiat Ministry Network, Kent. Of course, Hungry for More. And of course, you can catch all this stuff on our podcast feeds as well. If you miss the video versions of these shows, you can always head over to our podcast feed at any time as you're running on the treadmill, or you're driving your kids around, or whatever you guys are doing in the middle of your summer vacations. You can always listen to the audio feeds on Patchwork Heart Ministries, Patchwork Heart Radio. All you got to do is Google Patchwork Heart Radio. It'll pop right up on your phone or Android or whatever, and you can just listen to these great programs. Of course, you can watch them on YouTube. You can see them on our YouTube. You can see them on your YouTube. On Facebook and everything. We try and I guess it would be simulcast is the fancy word in media. We try to simulcast this stuff as much as we possibly can, because we want to get the word out, and both you and I are content creators, and we want to push great content out for people, and that's just what we're doing behind the scenes. So keep up the great work, Kent. I mean, you got great stuff going on in Fiat, and I'm just happy to be part of it, working with you on all these different projects. I'll quickly mention our Patreon person for this month. Our new personal monthly mission this month is going to be William Hemsworth as well. William Hemsworth is going to be on our Patreon this month. So the only way you can get, of course, get his mission will be via Patreon. So subscribe via patreon.com/Patchwork Heart Ministry. There you see it right below my name slate. So head over there and subscribe. You're going to get great missions. We got a great one from Ray Haywood, great one from Kendra Von Esch, and myself, and adding a wonderful fourth one this month with William Hemsworth. So we've got really great stuff going on, and I'm just excited about a lot of this. There's our Patreon site on the screen as you can see it. And the other thing I'll mention too, which isn't really a joint project, Kent, but it's one that is real exciting that we're working on. That's just starting to come out. We're working on a brand new book. The working title of that book is "Hearts Burning Within Us." And what we're doing is we're working with some different students from both Lourdes and also uh, DeSales University, and we're putting together a book that is answering the questions of college students, much like the wonderful book published many years ago by Matt Pinto called "Does Adam and Eve Have Belly Buttons?" We're kind of doing a newer update style of book like that for college students that can kind of explain their faith, and we're having a lot of fun. And there's a Patreon tier. You see that Patreon tier there. So if you'd like to help support that initiative, we will if you subscribe for $7 a month there to that written on your heart tier, we will keep you updated with the book updates, and then also we'll send you a free copy of the book once it is published. So we're targeting Lent of 2021 for that book, which will be really exciting for a lot of different reasons. But yeah, and just my hats off and gratitude to all the students and campus ministers and DeSantis for helping us work on that book each and every week. And it's been a really great joy in my life to be able to do that. So just exciting stuff going on. And I know you and I are going to continue doing the Discover Your Mission series through our Patreon. And it's just, we got some really good stuff. We want people to subscribe, right, Kent? We want people to subscribe to us and get this premium content so we can continue to do this stuff.
Well, yeah, and that's the best way to, for us to, help others to, if we can, build this and have this kind of a library of great premium content, Catholic content that we can share to everyone that wants to take a part of it, because it's not that, for a lot of these programs and things that are, a monthly basis, it's not, it's a reasonable price. And, compared to some other things out there, for all you're getting. So if you're at the 25, and if you do go to the $25 tier, you're going and getting all of the, everything from the $5, everything. So it's a great value to do that. And so the amount of content and spiritual, I think it's a both. It's that evangelizing to help teach what we need to teach about the faith, but then also to have that spiritual connection, to have that touching heart to heart with our Lord and Savior, and knowing more about everything that's happening in, especially like everything that we've done, these, series that have been done already are different and so different that you'll get something, you'll get something completely different every month. And that's the most important thing, is we'll trying to keep it fresh and trying to keep people, in Al Smith's way, hungry for more. And I want, we want people to be hungry for next month, and that, the month after that. And so be surprised, and coming on here is kind of a way to just share that and also talk about what will be happening, in this month, and then what we can do, share after that about future months coming down the road. But I'm really excited, with this, what you're doing with college. I mean, I was hearing a lot of stuff about, that on the way home from work. A lot of stuff that we need to know about the faith, and to have these kind of questions, and working with that age group is so, we gotta catch them, and and have them on the knowing. And I love that you're doing that, so that's a great opportunity to even get to that tier. Would be awesome for anyone that's interested.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead, Bill.
No, it's good stuff, and I think Kent. I mean, I think the good idea between, both you and I to uh, create these series and answer these questions and do this is all motivation to help young people encounter Jesus Christ, and it's the encounter that is your tagline. Encouraging all to say yes to Jesus Christ, and when we can capture the heart to have somebody say yes to Jesus. That's what this is all about. That's what our Catholic faith is all about. And what we want to people to do is share our content, share the different shows. I mean, we have what, 4 or 5 weekly shows that are published, for free on Facebook, on YouTube, and we're delving into great topics. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to have Steve Picorni on talking about the evils of pornography and how one can break free from that tomorrow night. So
Great.
I encourage anyone out there listening to this to maybe send it or mark their phone or put it in their calendar to watch and tune in tomorrow night live. We have the ability to take live questions via our YouTube and
Mhm.
everything like that for Steve and people like that. So we want to be able to engage with listeners. We want to be able to engage with viewers of our content, and and then we want to create an area where people can go and learn more, right? Like, I mean, a lot of these
Yeah.
free programs, a lot of these programs that we publish each and every week that we love doing, I mean, we create that stuff, but then what we need to do is push it into the next level. We can all do the superficial Catholic thing. You and I can do the superficial Catholic thing where, okay, we click the like button, or we click the little heart button on Facebook, and it's like, okay, yeah, I like that content. We haven't really read it, or we haven't really delved into it
Mhm.
further. And and you can look at a lot of these different free programs out there. Lord knows that I have plenty of programs on my iPhone and
Mhm.
podcasts and things like that. But it's about taking the next step in a little bit deeper. And it's not so much about the money. It's about delving in deeper into your faith. And so that's what that Discover Your Mission is all about. It's about delving deeper into your faith, or learning more and growing from the wisdom of these great Catholic speakers and these great Catholic um, authors who are trying to empower you to live your best life. And so if you want that, this is something that's accessible to you. It's very easy to subscribe. It's very easy to jump on board, and you're going to get a great library. That's what we're working on, building up this incredible library of content so that you grow in your faith. That's what this is
Mhm.
all about, and I know that you, Kent, have just worked so hard for so many years to build great content and great shows, and worked with some amazing people. And now is the time to take it to the next level, folks. Like,
Yeah.
now is the time, as this COVID crisis continues to drag on, and as it continues to keep things, running at a very, very slow pace, to delve deeper into your faith. It doesn't mean things aren't going to start coming back. We're excited for some of the sports to return, and and some of the things to come back in our society, but you want the lasting change. Keep what you have learned from this time by growing in your faith. Keep the the spirit of contemplative prayer. Keep the spirit of
Mhm.
what the Lord has placed in your heart during these times, by building upon that foundation. The only way you can build upon that foundation is to go deeper in your faith. And so whether that's committing to watching great programs that are on our network, whether it's committing to subscribing to something like Discover Your Mission, or look, folks, we're not the only player out there, right? There's thousands of different uh, things, and that's
What
the
are we the only? I thought we were the only ones out there. No one else
yeah,
is watching
right. No,
anything else.
no, I mean, it's hard, but there's other great networks, folks.
I
I mean,
know, I
like
know.
AWTN and
Yes.
Relevant Radio and Radio Maria. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So it's not just about us. Look,
Yeah.
if you're not
Oh.
aligned with what or our content isn't tugging at your heart, go find something else. I'm not saying
Mm.
that we're the greatest thing since sliced bread or anything. I'm just saying that go and deepen your faith,
Mm.
create the heart that says yes to Jesus Christ, and that's what
Yeah.
we're all about here on both our networks. So
Yeah. No.
yeah, exciting stuff.
No, and Bill, I think the whole way of having, working and really, explaining, we love the likes and shares and everything, and, a bell notification. But what you're, mentioning is to taking that a next approach to, take a, in a sense, invest in your soul, in your heart to Christ. And that's what we're trying to, and that's what it really means is if you can get something. And I don't know how it is for you, Bill, but I get throughout the years on comments throughout either emails or on comments on videos or whatever we've done on Fiat, a testimonial or something saying thank you for what we're doing, and it helped them in some way get closer to God. I'm like, okay, that's really what it's about. And yeah, I mean, sometimes maybe something happens, but we might not ever talk to them again. But what we're trying to do is in our both our ministries, and to combining our ministries and efforts that we're doing, we're trying to lift our people's souls up and touch someone's heart about Jesus Christ, and knowing how important. I love sports like you, Bill. I get that. And I'm honestly, am I missing? I don't know, but down to it, at the end of the at the the pearly gates, are you gonna welcome faithful sir, or are you gonna like, okay, I gotta go get in the back of the line? I mean, that's kind of the situation that we're all at. And I think people have their own journeys, and I mean, everybody has their own journeys in faith, and that's the one thing that we've done in a lot of our shows is hearing those testimonies and hearing what touched you to live a life of faith. And that's really what we're doing. Patreon is just a way that we can continue doing what we're doing and helping us grow. Everything else that we're hearing of thank yous and comments of just keep it up are more important. That's coming from the heart. Like I'm totally saying this. It's live, so I can't cut it out right now. But it's the truth, and that's how I feel. And I know that's the same way with you, Bill. But it's just it does cost a little money to do what we're doing, and to provide this kind of content that's very well produced and edited and everything. Just the time that for the speakers to do this is amazing. I appreciate all of them that have done them or will be doing them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. God has blessed us with the ability to produce this stuff, and they've also blessed us with the ability to connect with some of these incredible speakers who have much smarter minds than either one of us or any the average Catholic out there. And so I really feel so blessed to be able to work with these people. And let me tell you, these people are the real deal. They're humble people who are saying, look, we will give you this content for nothing. We will give you this content to help grow the subscriber base, to help um, you and your ministries, well, I will give it to you, just because I know it's so important to get this message out about Jesus Christ and help to transform hearts. It it's not about, this is not about the almighty dollar, folks. You know what I mean? This is not about the almighty dollar. This is about what what we are doing to transform hearts, to become more in line with the heart of God, to become more in line with Christ's heart. That's what this is about. And and you know, God always provides. I never worry about it. God always provides. It's sometimes it's a little scary. It's like getting out of the boat, but he always provides. And so don't worry about, look, if this is something you can't afford and you're really like, oh my gosh, this would change my life, then you reach out to us. You know what I mean? You
Oh
reach
yeah.
out to us, you explain your situation, and neither Kent or myself are going to say, no, up, go away. Like, that's not what this is
That's so
ultimately about.
yeah.
We are here um, to build the kingdom of God. And I'll tell you something, as you said earlier, like, okay, yeah, both of us love sports. Both of us are into this whole, you know, rooting for our sports team things. But let me tell you something. If if I go up there and I say, hey, you know what, Jesus, I put the Philadelphia Eagles ahead of you, he's gonna say, see you later, dude. Like that, so we have to arrange our priorities in the right manner,
Yeah.
and that's absolutely right. Like, God first,
Hmm.
God first, God first. And if you do that, everything else falls into place. And so that's the reason why we're doing this.
Hmm.
That's the reason why you and I are doing this. And because we're putting God first in our ministries, we're putting God first in our lives, as much as we try to do that, as much as I fail to do that
Oh
on
no.
a
Yeah.
regular basis. I
I
mean, look,
I'm
I'm
looking
a
in the
sinner,
mirror.
folks, too. You know what I mean? Like I'm a sinner here, folks, too, and I'm not
We're
perfect,
all sinners. Yep.
right? But we do our best to put God first, and when we do, and everything else falls into place.
Hmm.
So, we are authentic people. That's one thing that I appreciate about you, Ken. It's, just that you're an authentic person. You're not there's no like ulterior motives, no agenda, not a ton of red tape. It's just, let's do this and let's do it for Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's how God is blessing these projects, because we're doing our best to put him first. So,
Hmm.
um, if that's truly the case, folks, if that's reaching out to you right now, just take the gamble and say, all right, I'm willing to put God first. I'm willing to take a look at this content. I'm willing to tune into our programs each and every week. I'm willing to share these programs with a family member. I'm willing to take the journeys and faith episodes and share them out, and meaningfully send them to your an email to your friends and say, this program really helped me grow in my faith. And by doing so, what do? You evangelize, and it's the easiest evangelization. You and I can have the
Yeah.
easiest evangelization ever. We create content produced by other people, and, and we click share, we click
Yeah.
send via email, and that's evangelization. So just think about how you are working to spread the kingdom of God in your life, and if it's by subscribing to this and helping spread the word about our ministries, then I would be indebted to you for all the work that you would do, sharing our ministries.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for all our listeners and our growing subscriber bases. Subscribe to both of our YouTube channels.
Yep.
Subscribe to us on or like us on Facebooks and
Hmm.
everything like that. We've seen great increases in our subscriber bases on both YouTubes and Facebooks and everything like that. So just keep it going,
Yeah.
folks, and keep subscribing, keep liking, and keep sharing it with your friends, because that's what's going to make this go, and what's going to make the reign of Christ possible on earth.
Yeah, and on a just a side with the YouTube channels and all that, make sure to click the bell. notification, because then you get an instant notification in your email that we are going live or we have something coming up on our channels. Make sure and we're simulcasting, so yeah, you'll see but it doesn't matter which way you watch, and you. The funny thing is, you can subscribe to 2,000 different YouTube channels, so it's free, and you don't have to. So you have any. We don't have offense. I won't be offended if you just subscribe. I just subscribe to one of our channels. That's fine. It doesn't matter. But to continue to grow, ask questions in the chat rooms in our live. Everybody that's watching on Facebook, welcome. Thank you for even watching on the watch party, and just thank you for allowing us to share this time with all of you that's watching. Bill, I know we're all here to try to build up the kingdom of Christ, and to understand that we're just finite souls down here, and we need to find just a little spark in everyone's heart. Like, we need that spark to grow into everybody that we're talking to, that will listen after we are done here. But get that spark in your heart for Christ. If it's Patreon, if it's just subscribing to our YouTube channels, if it's just a like or a share, or even just a heart, thank you for that, because it means a lot for all of our ministries to grow, to get out there, to our reach. If we're going to talk a little social media terms, that reach means a lot to us, and thank you for that, because we're trying to share. That's the most important thing of all this production work and everything. We want to share what is so important about our faith, and having a relationship with Jesus Christ. Don't just go through the motions of life with going once a week, or if you can't even go to mass right now, watching it on, watch it daily. We unless we're someone's, it will pop up. We do daily masses. We will have masses coming here and there. So I mean, stay tuned. Mass will come, and that's the amazing part about our every day, every hour on the hour, there's prayer. So I mean, it's just amazing that we have this kind of our faith is so deep and rich, and take a little chance on Patreon and to bring in these series of great library of great premium content on our faith.
Yes, amen. No, I think this is just I enjoy talking with you, Ken, about all the things we have coming up and all the things that we are doing. I think there's such a great many blessings
Mm-hmm.
that throughout this whole process on both your and my end, and in creating this stuff. We've seen so many graces flow. So I'm really encouraged by our conversation. I'm encouraged by the number of people watching now and that will watch, on demand on these programs. And so please reach out to us. Our emails are right there. Kent's is right there. Kent at fiatministrynetwork.tv. Reach out to him and email him. And mine is very simple as well. It's just info@patchworkheart.org. You can reach out to me there, and just again, like and share our stuff, because and say, hey, what, this program really touched my life. There's nothing more gratifying than when we get an email like that. This program touched my life. I'm so happy that you're be able to provide these things. Even when people say, hey, I can't support you right now. I wish I could, but man, you're in my prayers and all that stuff. That is a huge
Yeah.
relief, and just a beautiful thing for both us and to receive, for Kent and I to receive in our email inboxes. So we're really committed to this. We're all in, and um, I hope that you're enjoying the fruits of what we're able to produce. And so just connect with us. I think that's the biggest thing. Connect with you and me
Yep.
on our social media and everything, and via email if you want to. And again, should you want to subscribe to our Patreon and check out the wonderful series that we have up there already, it's patreon.com/Patchwork Art Ministry. It's very simple, and there you'll see it again. So just go ahead and subscribe to us via Patreon if you want to, or you want to join up and get that content. So Kent, this has been so much fun tonight, and so thank you for,
Yeah.
as always, running the tech for us tonight. But
No problem.
he's a tech genius, folks. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, and if you, yeah, please just continue to watch us, and I know we have content throughout the rest of this week. And Bill, thanks for all the effort that you're doing, because you're doing a great work. And I'm really excited about, the book and everything that you're doing there. So that's so great. Addition to everything else that you're doing. So thank you, Bill.
Yeah.
But
Ditto, man. Thank you. Thank you for everything. It's certainly mirrored.
well, until tomorrow night, we have, there's a bunch of stuff. We already covered it. We'll see you next time. We'll probably gonna go back to Tuesday. I had to switch some stuff around, but thank you, Bill, for popping on Wednesday. We'll try to go Tuesday nights. Hopefully a little bit earlier next week too, and probably around at 8:30. But if anyone has comments, or please let us know, because that's really, if we could talk and maybe answer some questions on the live stream, that would be great. But until next time, where we at Fiat encouraging all to say yes to Jesus Christ, and Bill at Patchwork Art.
Take care of the cart.
There you go.
Patchwork Art Ministry and Fiat Ministry Network invite you to discover your mission. A brand new in-depth monthly video series featuring engaging Catholic speakers who will challenge you to live your life abundantly. For only $25 a month, you will receive a personal monthly mission, including 3 full-length inspirational talks that build upon a new theme each month. Sign up for the Discover Your Mission tier at patreon.com/Patchwork Heart Ministry today.